Refinishing furniture is a very popular hobby these days, and as usual, Joe has a few tips to make it go a little easier.
That's right, Danny. In this case, we're removing some chemical stripper, and usually people use a metal putty knife, but that has a tendency to gouge or scratch the wood. So what I like to use is a plastic tool. In this case, it's just a kitchen spatula.
Okay.
You can also use a plastic putty knife, and you can round over the corners with a file or a piece of sandpaper. But you can see this works, equally well, and there's no chance of scraping the wood.
Okay, and it's easy just to dispose of it
Right into
by
a
wiping
can.
it off.
Yeah.
That's great. Okay, now see, a 5-in-1 knife, usually that's a professional painter that carries that around.
Yeah, this is a painting tool, but I like using it for stripping because it has this cutout here, this circular cutout, which is used for scraping paint from paint rollers.
Right.
But it works great for removing finish
Oh, yeah.
from rounded surfaces like this leg here.
Mm-hmm.
And then you see I put a pie pan underneath just to catch some of the drippings from the stripper itself.
Yeah, that would keep it a lot neater. Now, okay, what about the shavings here on top? I know there's a trick behind that.
Yeah, first it prevents evaporation. It slows it down a little bit so the stripper has time to work. But also it absorbs any of the excess stripper and liquid so that when you scrape it off, it's really just a nice dry mixture and you don't have hardly any of the wet sloppiness.
Boy, that makes it a lot neater than it
Look at that, yeah.
spilling down on the side. Now remember, anytime you're working with chemical stripper, make sure you're using gloves as well as safety goggles.